Whenever you open an image in Adobe Photoshop, you have the ability to either read information on the photo or to add information to the photo. It's stored in a way that can be accessed by other reader programs. It's called XMP, Extensible Markup Language. Go up to the word File, open an image first, of course, and open up one of your own here, especially if you shot it with a digital camera. Go up to the word File and go down to File Info. Now, there's a lot of stuff here, if you will. Let's just talk about some of it and what we're supposed to do here. We're supposed to type in some stuff, like, for example, the document title, the author, author title, description. I always give my images 5 stars. Description of the writer, keywords. Now, this area, to me, is really important because the keywords, the way they're stored, can be read by any search criteria application. And it can help you even on the internet to get found. So this area is a good area to add a couple of things in. We can do copyright status of, say, copyrighted. There are some applications, and more are changing, to if it is copyrighted, it won't allow a print or a copy of it, which I find interesting. You have IPTC data, name, address, etc., phone numbers, websites. You've got camera data. This image was taken with a digital camera, and if you're looking at one of your images that was taken with a digital camera, you're going to see the camera, the lens, the exposure, all this information about the camera. If your camera shoots GPS, global positioning, it's kind of cool. You'll see that information here. If it's a video, you've got data. If it's an audio, you've got data. You got all these different areas that you can fill out. You have one called DICOM. Now, what DICOM is for medical information. When I broke my shoulder in a bicycling accident about 2 years ago or so, I had my first digital x-ray ever taken, and within seconds I saw it. The information is put in here, so I guess we don't get our medical or x-rays mixed up. History, if there is anything on this image that you've done to it, will be here. You have some advanced settings and some raw data settings over here. Let's go back over here to IPTC. Now, in IPTC, you've got things like who created it, address if you want to put that in, city, state, etc., emails, websites, all that kind of stuff. I don't want to do this every time I open up a photograph. If you come down here to this little button, you'll notice I've got generic, initial XMP, and Kripalu shoot. Now, think of it this way. I come in here on a one-off, and I type in stuff that I know, as the photographer, I would want on every single image. Well, like my name and my city and my website and my email so people can contact me. I put all of that together, and then I say export. Now, in export, I give it a name, like generic data, and I save it. Now, I'll go ahead and click cancel. If I want to add that data before I start putting in the specifics for the photo, I can come here now to export and say Kripalu shoot, initial XMP, generic. Let's go initial XMP. That's going to ask if I want to keep the original stuff, but append this for matching properties from the template, which is usually what I do. And look, it puts all this stuff in for me automatically. So when you're doing the info, think about the things for images that you shoot that you would like the computer to do for you. Come down here, export it out. If you want to bring in somebody else's, you can go import and find it. It's an XMP file. And you can bring in other stuff if you want to. And you can also go to Show Templates folder, and it will show you where those things are. But that, to me, is a very important part here, because I don't want to type this information in every time I need it. You click OK down here, and you've basically saved that information with this document, and it will carry along with it. It's not a separate file. It's part of the document. XMP data, file info.